I'm Joshua Schlinsky, and I'd like to just tell you a little bit about why I do what I do. This was not my first career, being in the financial services business. I graduated from a rabbinical seminary, but I found myself not going to work as a member of the clergy. Rather, I originally went into the funeral industry. I became a funeral director. That job was really more of a calling than a job, so to speak. And in that profession, I was able to make a positive impact on people on a daily basis. And that was really, really very important to me. It's how I grew up, with my parents being members of the community and teaching us to do those things in our lives. And it just gave me a sense of purpose and a sense of being, to know that I could be there to help out other people. And that was a very, very important career. It was difficult, but it was very, very important. And I was able to go home every night knowing that I was doing something to make a difference in people's lives. But there came a time, in my late 30s, that I said to my wife, honey, I'd like to make a change in my life. And I ended up coming into the financial services industry because I had friends and all that encouraged me to come join them. I gotta say that when I first came in, those first 2 years, it was like I was a fish out of water. It just wasn't nearly the same experience that I'd had most of my life. But as time moved on, I realized there were ways that I could really, parlay those experiences that I had as a funeral director into what I was doing now, because the experience of helping those families at such a difficult time in their lives, and people would open up to me and tell me their stories, and a husband or a wife, they would often tell me, like, thank God we had this time that we were able to enjoy our retirement. We were able to go see our grandchildren. We were able to travel and do the things that we wanted to do, because when we were younger, we worked so hard, we weren't able to do those things, but we were able to enjoy, our retirement years. And people would tell me those stories. They had those warm memories and all, but, I also met so many families that didn't have that type of retirement, that, they would tell me the stories that we'd worked so hard our whole lives, and, we've been struggling even in retirement and whatnot, and we haven't been able to do things that we were hoping to do and all. So I realized that even though I'm not making the immediate impact, so to speak, that I was able to do for people while I was a funeral director, now I realize that I can help these people by protecting their money, by assuring them that they will have those dollars that they need for what's important to them in their retirement, whether it's seeing their grandchildren, whether it's traveling to different places. I live in South Florida. We all like to take cruises down here, or whether it's visiting family up north, or whatever important to those people. And we're able to help people in our position to live the lifestyle and continue, their lifestyle for what they want to do, or to be able to create these charitable strategies to be able to help organizations and people in need. And I realized that I can help people to do that. Just to tell you a little something about my own family, my mom, who, my parents divorced when I was a teenager, so my mom lived alone for many, many years. And she worked very, very hard, nose to the grindstone type of person. And, she literally squirreled away every penny, she did. And so when she retired, like in 1997, she had saved a nice little bit amount of money. She had a small pension. And we moved her money into safe money strategies. And my mom was able to really, really enjoy her retirement. She started going and doing things. She'd never traveled before, but she went to Alaska, and she went to see my sister who lives in Israel, and she did a lot of the things she wanted to do, okay? And she had the ability to do that, and she retired in 97 or so, but we had a tremendous market crash in 2000, 2001, and 2003, the only time in our lifetime where the market's gone down for 3 years in a row. But my mom didn't lose a penny of her money in that time. She didn't worry. She wasn't concerned about that. She was able to continue her lifestyle. Whereas so many other people lost a tremendous amount of money. People that were about to retire weren't able to. People that were in retirement were afraid of spending the money that they did have. And it took them years to gather that back, so that by the time 2008, when people were just getting back to even with their money, my mom was ahead of the game and living the lifestyle she wanted. Now, by 2008, I was in the business for quite a few years. And, I don't have a crystal ball. I certainly don't know what the future is, but my prudent way is to protect people's money. And I was talking to people about that. And I remember getting a phone call from a family about 6 months after the 2008 crash. It was somebody that I'd met about a year or so ago, and they came in my office, met with me a couple times, but didn't implement any safe money strategies. And the wife of the couple that I met called me up and told me that just the other week that her husband had gotten a phone call from their broker and that they had lost 45% of their life savings. And they were supposed to retire that year as he was turning 65. And she said, "Josh, we've met before. I don't know what to do. I don't see how we're going to retire. What can we do?" It was really, really difficult, to hear that. I mean, I wasn't able to, obviously I can't recoup that money. I mean, they did come in, we did meet, we did some planning, but he wasn't able to retire at that time. But I do know the people that we helped before that, they were able to retire. They didn't lose any money. My mom didn't lose a penny in 2008. She didn't even think about it. My mom, who worries about the littlest things all the time, she didn't have to worry about her money. It was safe and secure. And those are the types of things that we help our clients with. It all depends. Everybody's different. So, somebody might have X amount of money, somebody might have a different amount of money. And it's really about your personal situation. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to create a foundation of security so that you know that you can accomplish those things that are important to you. A certain amount of guaranteed income, stability, which can give your other assets more freedom and flexibility for growth. And if you have that foundation, giving you more freedom and flexibility, that can help you reach your pathway to prosperity and reach what's important to you. Whether that's providing money to your kids or grandkids, helping them with a wedding or buying a house or going on a cruise or whatever it might be for you, or charitable giving, like some people may want to do as well, just to make sure that you have the peace of mind to know that you can continue your lifestyle and be able to do the things that are important to you. That's what we try to help our clients with. And if I'm able to do that, then I can go home at night and feel good too.